Hello, Dr. Satja, how are you?
Hey, good. And you?
Fine, thank you. Alhamdulillah. So, let us start.
Long time no see, huh?
Yes. And I hope this meeting will be
Let's
useful
start.
for you
I'm ready.
and Middle East.
I have no doubt it will be.
Hello, everyone. How are you? We have today Mr. Satja. He is a doctor in control system, and he is CEO for One Home. Today, we will discuss briefly about One Home products, and I have some questions for Dr. Satja. Briefly about One Home, they are innovated company for integration in KNX with Matter, and Dr. Satja is the CEO for the company. I think 5 years ago. Mr. Satja, good morning. How are you? Good afternoon. Sorry.
Good morning, Ahmed. Thank you for the introduction, and I'm fine. Thank you.
Thank you. First question for you. You are specialized in manufacturing server for KNX and Luxon. So can you give us a brief about your product?
Of course, gladly. Maybe I can start with a little bit of a past, because actually the whole One Home started actually from, how should I put it, from a use case, Actually, our founder, and this was like, I think, 7 years ago, something like that, or 8 maybe, he bought an apartment, before he was doing something completely else. But then he bought an apartment and he put KNX in that apartment. And because he's, a geeky person, a gadget person, when everything was done, he was really happy with KNX in terms of robustness, stability, and so on. But he didn't like the user experience, and especially the fact that, he could not control KNX with Alexa, which was at that time really new thing, popular. And, he couldn't do voice control of KNX. And, he basically did a prototype of that over the weekend, and that's how One Home started. So actually, we started from the use case of the voice control for KNX. Then later, we were focusing on Apple Home really a lot, and today we are one of the first companies to connect KNX and Matter. And to give you just a brief about the One Home product portfolio. So currently, the newest thing from One Home is the One Home servers. One is the regular server, one is the Pro, that's more that has features for system professionals. Then we have a version for Luxon, and there will be a couple of more versions coming up by the end or in the beginning of next year. On top of that, we have our old product, which is the One Home Bridge, which basically connects KNX directly to Apple Home, Google Home, and Amazon Alexa. So that's the brief overview of One Home products.
Okay. Second question: when did the first server leave the One Home production line?
Actually, as I said, the server is a relatively new product. So we have actually announced the One Home server with a pre-order in June 2003, so last year. But then we already only started selling it. It was a pre-order, so we actually promised the delivery in August. But of course, you know how it is in the development. There were some delays. So the first production server went from the production line to the customer, I think, in the end of October 2023. So approximately 1 year ago. I think in 1 week we'll have the real birthday of the One Home server.
Okay, and does that mean you released your first server from October 2023?
Exactly.
Okay, I wish you all the best. Third question for you. From your point of view, what does make one home product be chosen for me if I have a private project or if I have or if I a system integrator. يعني what makes me to choose one home server?
Okay, so that's actually, how should I approach this? Okay, so basically, at one home, we always want to make products that customers love. For that, we are using the process where we continuously, talk with our customers, what they want different. We show them prototypes, and then we iterate to get the product that we really want. But to be specific, actually, all the one home products, what we're trying to do is we're trying to enable the best user experience for the end customer, for the KNX user. This is the first thing. And, we do that by enabling Apple Home integration. We have actually made, many years ago, before we released the One Home Bridge, there was a question, should we support Apple Home or no? And we were not so sure because the certification process with Apple was very difficult, especially for a small company like One Home. So we were not sure, should we do it or no? And what we did, actually, we said, let's ask our customers, like we always do, right? And what we did is we actually did an online calculator that was able to calculate the pricing for your whole KNX setup, which of course, is otherwise pretty difficult to get. And people were clicking a lot. We got like 8,000 to 10,000 responses. And one of the questions in this calculator was, is Android devices or both? And we saw that actually the results were really staggering, because we saw that, 80% of people, depending on the market a little bit, but basically 80% of people who buy KNX are also Apple users, right? And furthermore, we saw that approximately 50% of households, now I'm talking about Germany, 50% of households that have KNX are 100% Apple. So like there's no Android devices, only Apple. So with that in mind, we saw that, maybe the Apple Home would be something to offer the KNX user. And we were right. This is really what guaranteed the sexy user experience for the end customer. But of course, the end customer is the system integrator, the system professional. So with that in mind, we also wanted to make all our devices in a way that they would benefit the system integrator. So what we are trying to achieve is that, we are trying to make the system integrator workflow less costly, less time consuming, and of course also more enjoyable. With that in mind, we make features like, for example, automatic ETS detection, so that you can just drag and drop the ETS to one home and you get all the devices in the visualization. And, more features like that. So as I said previously, we are always talking with system integrators what they need, and then we are putting that into our products. And of course, last but not least, we understand that, working with system professionals, a good product is one thing, but equally important is good support, good technical support. That is why we have separate channel for our partners where, you can expect fast replies and so on, so that, we can solve the issues there and there. And we feel that this is also really, really a big part of why a lot of system integrators are choosing One Home to level up their projects.
Okay, thank you. You mentioned a few days ago about upgrading for One Home servers to One Home Pro server. That means they are typically on the hardware, and you can only do software updates to upgrade the server?
That is correct. Actually, we have announced that maybe a little bit more time ago, but it is true that now we are releasing these app upgrades as we speak. So let me put it like that. Our plan is that eventually the users will be able to upgrade the regular moment yet. So right now, we are just trying to fulfill our promises, to deliver on our promises that we this month we will release the last update that was promised, the last app module, and this is the Metro controller. So there will be a two-way communication out as a free upgrade on all the servers. Additional to that, and this is a kind of a surprise, but it's the same like I said earlier, so like we listened to the market, we listened to our partners, to the system integrators, and that is why we are also releasing this month the One Home app. So, up until now, it's always been Apple Home, Google Home, etc. And this will still be available. But on top of that, there will also be a One Home app. And this is also going to be available on all the server pros, completely free of charge. And then, by the end of the year, or maybe in Q1 of 2025, we will release a new kind of e-commerce, or we will renew the online platform we use for selling, and then we will enable these app upgrades. We're also thinking about releasing a completely stripped down version, like a One Home KNX IP interface, but upgradable with all the features that we have and we are about to release. So bottom line, this should become available by the end or in the beginning of, or by the end of 2024 or in the beginning of 2025.
We are very excited to use this new version for updates. Next, does One Home have any plan to be manufactured for KNX devices like actuators, sensors, something like that? You are specialized in manufacturing for server, but I'm asking about the plan. Give me your secrets if you have a plan or no.
Well, actually, in One Home, we, really discuss a lot. So this has been on the table many times, to release other KNX equipment like actuators or, push buttons, or there's been many ideas. Right now, there are no confirmed plans in that direction. What I can say is that, in the future, One Home wants to release products in, two kind of segments, and one is the KNX and the other is Matter. So there will be products in both of those protocols, but I really, I don't have anything really right now that I can be so sure that I could announce it right now. So I would say the short-term answer is no, but follow our channels and let's see what comes in the future.
Okay, let us see. Next question. On the One Home website, there is there is a free download book. Show us that you analyzed 10K ETS files. Does that mean you use the data from the 10,000 KNX server sold from One Home to prepare this analysis and get results to show us even the part number of the actuator, sensor, keypads, which are used in the project, and why are you implementing this analysis?
Okay, so actually, it's true. We analyzed anonymously, of course, more than 10,000 ETS files. These files are actually not from the server. They're from the bridge. Server is very new. It's true that we have already sold more than 10,000 servers, but we have not analyzed those ETS files yet. But from the breach we have, so I can say, these results are for the past couple of years. And we were actually able to determine, what types of KNX devices are used in various types of projects. We can also say based on geography, so we have a lot of this data. And heads up, or pro tip, there will be 2 more volumes of this ebook with additional device types coming in the following months. If I understood you correctly, you asked me why we are doing this.
Yes.
So, our idea is that, basically One Home is a company that grew from the community, right? So, we actually were supported by the community, and also when we released the One Home server, we were so pleasantly surprised to see not there. We got a lot of trust, a lot of this love from the community, and of course we want to give back, right? So this is why we are always looking for what is interesting for our users, for our community, and we are trying basically to give them that free of charge, since for us, it's we have this data, and it's not a big deal for us to put it in a form and then release it to our customers.
Okay. For the selling, are you focused on B2B or B2C?
Okay, so actually this is very easy. Our company started as a completely B2C company, because the first product, like I mentioned in the first question, the first product was voice control from Alexa to KNX. And this was basically developed because of a use case, because there was a pain point that, did not have a solution on the market. And, the first product that we did, so Alexa to KNX, that was actually a cloud-based product. And also, it was subscription-based. So it was really not good for B2B, right? But we didn't know that. So we were selling mostly to B2C. At that point, I was not in the company yet. And, I came a couple of years ago to the company with a specific intention that we want to turn around the company to become more B2B company. So I can tell you that today our distribution is approximately 75% of sales we do in B2B. In the countries where we don't have distributors or exclusive distributors, we still sell directly to the end customers. But of course, more and more countries are closed by exclusive distribution, and then our partner decides if they want to sell to the end customers or no. But I would say like that, just to sum it up, it started as a completely B2C company. Today, it's already mostly B2B and moving in that direction. We have, up to date, we have around 2,000 partners, B2B partners, system integrators, in 75 markets. To give you a brief idea about our partner network.
In which company? Yeah, in which country?
In 75 countries. Of course, most of our sales and of course most of our partners are from Germany, where the company is also from, and generally in the DACH region. But we have many partners, in Dubai, in many countries. As I said, we are selling to approximately 75 countries. I would say like 2,000 integrators. Half of that is from the DACH region and the rest from all over the world.
But you don't have any distributors in Egypt, in KSA, in Middle East?
No. We actually do have. I mean, in KSA, we don't have a distributor currently. Of course, we are interested to find one. But in Egypt, we have a distributor. In Egypt, we are working with Domotech Automation. This is Mr. Mohab, is our distributor. Very good guy, so you can reach out to him anytime. He will explain or showcase the One Home products. In fact, there is an exhibition, a conference on 30th and 31st October in Waldorf Astoria in Cairo. And there, our distributor will be present, and you can visit him there, and he will explain everything about One Home. So yeah, it's different. Like for example, in Egypt we have an exclusive distributor. In Saudi Arabia currently we don't. In Dubai we have many partners. So it really varies from market to market.
So the technical support for the devices in the Middle East, we can consider this through Dubai and Egypt. You mentioned earlier the technical support, you have open a channel for the technical support. So for the Middle East or the Arabic countries, we can consider Mr. Mohab and your partner in Dubai as a technical support, or the customer has to reach you directly?
They always can reach out to us. Of course, in many cases, it's easier to go to somebody local, right? So what we are doing is actually, we are from the get-go selecting partners that we see that will be able to support their dealers, their customers in their respective markets. But of course, we are then offering like a special support just to our exclusive partners. So what we do is we make WhatsApp groups, so if there is a problem, let's say on a project, there is a technical issue, let's say in Egypt, we have a WhatsApp group, we just include in the integrator that has a problem until we solve it. And, there is a person from One Home and there is the local distributor. So, we all jointly try to solve this problem. But to answer your question, yes, we are always trying, and we always think it's better to have some support available in the market, right? So I think that this is the only right way to go.
Next question, the manufacturing process from the date of placing order, how many weeks it takes? And if I place an order with you, after how many weeks can I receive my order?
So if you place an order with me, if somebody places an order...
Actually, I have a server from One Home, and I place the order and I get directly. But I need our attendants today to be familiar with One Home, how they are fast and how they are responding.
Yeah. Listen, having stock for us is very important. We also ask all our partners to keep stock in case, they need something fast. But to give you an idea, we are shipping worldwide. So even if there is no distributor, even if it's on the other side of the world, we normally deliver in 3 to 7 days. Of course, it can happen, during Black Friday, during, some big orders or something. It can happen that it is more, but I would say like 90% of the time, if you order from One Home, you'll get your device within 1 week.
Within 1 week. Okay. For on your One Home website, are some discounts. So if there is any extra discount for our who joined us today, from your website you can sell directly. But if our attendants today, our joiners today, how they can get more extra discounts? From time to time you are applying 43, something like that discount.
Yeah, I understand. Listen, it's like that. So right now, our pre-Black Friday shops are already open. So, the prices, we really put them to the bottom. So, everybody can go there, and discounts are really, 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 really good. So I don't feel that, any additional discount is necessary. But of course, in the countries where our web shops are not open, for example, in Egypt and so on, we have discussed with our partners, and if somebody is watching now and they will go to one of our distributors and just mention that they heard about this in this interview, in this podcast, they will get a good discount based on that.
Okay. At the end of this meeting, I need to thank Dr. Satja and our audience today for this great meeting and for your time. Also, you can follow us, and after this meeting, you will find this recorded meeting uploaded on our YouTube channel, Share Knowledge. Also, you can follow us on our Facebook, Telegram, and WhatsApp channels. Thanks, Dr. Satja, and I hope we have new meetings in the future after releasing new products. And I wish you all the best in the Middle East.
Ahmed, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for this wonderful interview. And yeah, I also hope that we can do something together in the future, and also that maybe one time we meet in person, maybe on some fair or something.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, and
thank you.
Have a great day.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.